Hi, welcome to How to Repair. This video is on how to replace the bottom oven element and the top grill element in Whirlpool made ovens and other manufacturers listed in the text below. There are two types of ovens. You either have a fan assisted oven or a convection oven. This oven is a convection oven. Some of the faults that may occur to your oven: that the oven itself may not be heating at all, it may be heating slowly, or it may be burning the food at the top but not cooking correctly at the bottom. One of the elements might have gone faulty, or both of the elements might have gone faulty. But I'll show you how to diagnose the fault. Now, what we have here is an amp meter. I don't expect you to have this at home, but this is for illustration purposes. We're turning the thermostat on. The power light in the right hand corner is coming on, the thermostat light, but the oven is not drawing any ampage. But when I turn it to grill, as you can see, the ampage has increased, meaning that there is resistance on the element and the element is partially working at 6.4. But on the main oven setting, it's not pulling any ampage at all. The number that you can see there is the small amount of current which is being drawn by the fan motor. The grill element is an actual dual circuit element. Basically it's two elements in one. You have an inner part and an outer part. Now when we turned it to the grill, you could actually see it drawing current, but it wasn't drawing full current. And as you can see here clearly, the element is slightly distorted, which is a good sign that the element is partially blown. Now before you start work, do make sure you disconnect the appliance from the electricity supply. Now we have to actually take the back of the cooker off to get to the elements. Different models of cooker will vary in the way they come apart. While I'm doing this, there are some links on the left hand side and also in the information box and underneath the YouTube description, which will take you through to the correct tutorial for your appliance, and also some other diagnostic videos. And if you do have a fan oven, there are some other videos on this. Now here we have the base element, the grill element, the selector switch, the thermostat, the cooling fan, and there are two cutout stats on the back of this cooker. They will vary from model to model. Now first we're going to test the two elements. Disconnect one of the wires that is attached to the bottom oven element. With a multimeter you'll be able to test for a circuit on continuity. Now the bottom oven element was open circuit, but the new one, as you can see, has a circuit. Now again, with the grill element, we're disconnecting two wires on the live feed side, leaving the neutral wires attached. The outer element has a circuit, but the inner element has no circuit. That means that the inner part of the element is faulty. Now I'll just explain how it actually works. The neutral is attached on one side, the lives are attached on the other side, and it goes all the way around on the outer part, which is one circuit, and the inner part, which is used for the oven as well as the grill, is open circuit, and it is faulty. So I'll just show you again the new element. So connecting the probes one either side, we have a circuit, and the one that is faulty on the cooker, the inner one, also has a circuit, but the old one has an open circuit. So now we're going to replace the two elements. So it's a good idea to use a camera if you're in doubt with the wiring, so you can photograph it and make sure the wires go back on. Now this element lives between a cavity, and you just have to wriggle it to get out, and you will also need to take it slightly over the bar. But as you can see, the element is broken in two. I'll give you a detailed shot of this in a second. And that is why the element is open circuit. It has actually blown itself apart, and you can see where it's frazzled itself all the way around. So we'll quickly replace the bottom oven element before extracting the top oven grill element. Now, as I said earlier, there is a link in the top left hand corner and also on the information button, which will take you through to the element section on the website, I've actually set it so you go straight through to Whirlpool, but if you are working on a different make, you will need your full model number to obtain the elements. Sometimes the serial number is also needed, so if you're in any doubt whatsoever, please do not hesitate to contact us with the full model number and serial number, which is either on the back of the appliance or inside the door, and we will assist you in getting the right element. So as I said, just take a quick photograph. We need to take all the wires off, and we also need to remove the 2 wires on the cutout stat to get the element out on this one, just to make it easier to work on. The earth has got what you call a retaining clip. It's a little button on it which you need to press down to pull the actual spade off the terminal. I'm just going to take these 2, tuck them out of the way so it makes it easier for me to work on. Now we have 2 bolts on either side. These are normally 7 or 8 mil depending on the model of the cooker. You need to take these off. Sometimes there is a bolt also on the inside of the oven, again depending on your model. And the element will have to come out from the inside of the oven, and we'll go round the front to do this. If you do have other types of faults with your cooker, feel free to use the live chat or email us. It's a good idea also to include a landline number. Some faults it's easier for me to explain over the phone than actually type it all out, but you can actually see the split in this grill element. Just bring it in close for you, and that's the inner part of the element that was used on the oven as well as the grill. So the grill was actually working, but only on the outer part. It should have been drawing 8-9 amps, but I'll show you that at the end of the video. So we just need to slide the element in place, put the 2 bolts back on, make sure that you connect the wiring up correctly. Once I've got this cooker reassembled, I'll actually show you how to test the thermostat to make sure that your oven is working at the correct temperature now. You can use the thermostat on the oven and also a temperature probe. You can get these from most supermarkets, or you can actually buy them at our website. And again, remember, do get the wiring correct. Now we'll put the back on. Now at the website there are many tutorials for cooker repairs. You just need to go to the repair guides, which is at the top of every page and sometimes in the sidebar. And once you're in the repair guides, you can choose the appliance that you want to repair, in other words cooker, and then do a search and you'll find FAQs and also repair guides there to help you. And as I said earlier, remember, you can always use the chat or email us. So again, using my amp meter, the cooker now is fully connected. We've turned it onto the bottom of an element setting, and you can see it's drawing 4.2 amp. Now we'll turn it onto the oven where it was drawing nothing, and now you can see it's drawing 7.6 amp using the bottom oven element and the inner part of the top oven. Now we'll turn it to grill. Now it was showing 6.5 I believe at the beginning of the video, but now you can see it's drawing 9.8. Now the oven has already reached just about 100 degrees, and when you turn the thermostat down, the light goes out. This means that it's disconnecting the power from the elements. Now, as I said, using the temperature probe, we'll just wait for this to get to the temperature. I already know it's about 100 degrees, and we'll just back off the thermostat until the light goes out. And as you can see, it's hovering around 100 degrees, and that thermostat is working perfectly. And there you go. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, as that's what keeps us going and able to make these free videos for you. Remember to support the website by buying your parts off us. And remember, if you did find this video helpful, you can always support the website by clicking on the Buy Paul a Beer button to donate to the website. Thanks very much indeed for watching.